Welcome. If this is your first video, I'm very happy to see you. If this is your 100th, I'm even more happy to see you. But either way, I just want to thank you for being part of my community, clicking on this video. And I just want to say that this is going to be my favorite video that I've ever made because it's going to be more of my pure thoughts than any of my high process videos. Y'all are going to get to know more about me, and it's just going to be fun to talk with y'all. Now, this is a Q&A, so let's start off with the first question. What made me start YouTube? I honestly think I was having a lot of fun with the game. This was back in December of 2024. I was having a lot of fun with the game. I was trying to get really good, which I think I have, honestly. But it was more about, I just wanted to see who I could connect with, and I love Brawl Stars, and I wanted to see who else did. So I think that was really where it stemmed from, but this was like almost 10 months ago, which is kind of crazy because I've made over 300 videos since. Now, what is my goal/vision for content creation in the future? That's an interesting one. I think my main goal is I've always wanted to hit 2,000 subscribers. That's always been like the biggest goal of mine. So that would be my biggest goal. And honestly, I just want to create content for as long as I can. I love entertaining you guys. And it's really always just been fun to be part of the community. And this feels like one of the best ways to do so. Do I like water, considering my name is Hydro? I love water. It is my favorite beverage. And I just don't think you can get anything better than a cold, nice, icy glass of water. How did I hit Masters 2 with that Edgar gameplay? Okay, this is referring to a clip from one of my live streams where I went 2-14 on Hideout with Edgar. Let's not talk about that. But I mostly just hit Masters 2 because I grinded way too long. I think I spent 40 hours playing ranked that season, and we shouldn't talk about that. Way too much of my time spent on ranked. Am I ever gonna push to pro rank? A big question. Hopefully. Personally, I don't think I'm remotely good enough right now, and I haven't had enough time to grind, but hopefully not next season, but hopefully in like 5 or 6 seasons, I'll hopefully have enough time with like summer break and all, that I can just lock in on Brawl Stars and maybe be able to hit pro. Do I play any other games or only Brawl Stars? So this is really funny. I absolutely love Pokemon, and I am pretty good at competitive Pokemon. I'm not going to tell you which game, but there's a game with 10 plus million downloads that at one point I was #1 global in. I'm not trying to leak the name because then you guys could maybe find me, but that's a pretty cool fact. When I was a kid, what did I want to be when I grew up? Okay, this is really niche, but I really wanted to be a Lego engineer. Like, be the person that came up with the Lego sets, like, be able to, like, make the bricks. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, and I still do, but I just don't necessarily still think that's a viable career path. What's my favorite food? Ooh, that's a toughie. Oh, I actually do know. Low-key anything that's Korean. I'm white, but oh my god, all the Korean food is just so amazing. It's just, specifically, I love Korean fried chicken. It is probably my favorite food in the world. But like overall, any Korean food, I just absolutely can get behind. What is my favorite thing to do when I'm not playing games? Ooh, I do know this one for sure. I love to cook. I love to bake. I love to cook stuff. And I make an absolutely mean, and I mean mean lasagna. What would I do if I couldn't sleep? I'm gonna assume that you meant, like, there's no sleeping in this universe, but, like, no health effects. But, like, if I didn't have to sleep, I'd grind Brawl Stars. I'd study for more tests. I'd have, honestly, so much more time. Low-key would be preferable. What does my face look like? I'm not gonna tell you this, but I will tell you, I'm of somewhere in Europe descent. But I live in Canada, so, like, that doesn't really mean anything. How did I get the name Hydromaniac? Well, I really like water, and I'm a little bit obsessed with it, and I think I'm personally a little bit crazy. So if you combine all that together, you eventually end up with Hydromaniac. Do I do well in school? Well, honestly, absolutely. 4.0 GPA. I take a lot of really difficult classes. I've got a lot of really good extracurriculars. Trying to get into some good colleges in about a year or two. So we'll see how it goes. But I would say I'm pretty academically inclined. But that's not really everything, and it shouldn't be for anybody. What Halloween costume am I gonna wear? Okay, so imagine, okay, let me cook up the vision. I'm gonna be doing a Norse Viking with like the axe and the full getup. It's gonna look really cool. I'm really excited. If I could only eat one meal for the rest of my life, what would I eat? So for breakfast, I eat this like protein shake thing. That's about 600 calories, and I get a lot of protein out of it. It would probably be that because it's pretty healthy and it tastes really good. And I think I could do it for the rest of my life. I mean, obviously, flavor fatigue. But why did I leave Resonate Gaming? I left Resonate because the rest of my teammates would kind of not show up to scrims when I attempted to plan them. Even when I found other people to do it with, they'd often be kind of flaky, which is no hate to them. They're my IRL friends, and I know they have stuff going on, but I wasn't really willing to like work with that. But they're all great people, and I have nothing against them. It's just they're not great about time management. Do I enjoy making YouTube videos? The big question. And honestly, even though I have been less consistent, I absolutely love it. It is kind of my passion. I don't know if I've ever enjoyed anything in my life more than my community with Brawl Stars. And I love y'all, and I absolutely would love to continue to make videos. I still have an amazing passion for it, and it's just absolutely part of my life, and I love y'all for that. Now, to end the Q&A off on a slightly lesser note, what is the most skilled brawler for the trophy amount that I have it at? I think that the most skilled brawler that I have for its trophy is probably Gene. I don't know if y'all know this, I am an elite Gene. I think that if I put the time into it, I could get him to like 16 or 1700, even with the matchmaking change, but I just simply don't have the time anymore. Now, if you watch this all the way through, I can't say how much I appreciate it. I genuinely love that you would do that for me, and it means the world to me. And it would mean so much if you'd like, subscribe, and maybe do some other stuff. I kind of can't express how much it means to me that you're even watching this video. And if like you'd share with other people who you think might enjoy it, it would just be so meaningful to me. I love y'all. Peace out. See you next week.